The MCU and the new DC universe have already almost crossed over, and yes, that nearly happened on screen. James Gunn himself revealed he spoke to Ryan Reynolds about bringing Deadpool into Peacemaker Season 2. Legal issues stopped it, but the door is wide open. With the multiverse now central to Marvel's Avengers movies, and James Gunn running DC, a crossover feels inevitable, even if it's years away. So today, let's have some fun. These are the MCU and DCU characters we need to see interact, from hilarious chaos pairings to legendary hero meetups. Let's get into it. Deadpool had to come first, given that he is the Marvel hero that almost gave us a live-action crossover with DC already. While it would have been exciting to see Deadpool interact with John Cena's Peacemaker, another character from the DCU series would have made even more sense. After all, they are very alike. Gunn did away with Vigilante's more serious tone from the comics, making him a hilariously endearing and hyper-violent hero in the DCU. Sound familiar? Freddie Stroma's Vigilante and Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool would be so entertaining together. Their comedic timing and R-rated fight scenes would make the duo an instant favorite. David Corenswet's Superman is the flagship character of the DCU. While Iron Man occupies that role in the MCU, Tom Holland's Spider-Man is easily the most popular character currently active in the franchise. For that reason alone, a crossover between Marvel and DC would have to pair up the heroes that represent the present and future of the universes. That said, Spider-Man and Superman share the same kind of moral compass. They also have a love for similar corny jokes and are two of the most kind-hearted heroes in the MCU and the DCU. There is no doubt that Holland's Peter Parker and Corenswet's Superman would become best friends if they met. With Robert Downey Jr. back in the MCU, a return as Iron Man could be just around the corner. As the smartest man in the franchise, I would love to see how Tony Stark would react to being face-to-face with Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor. Sure, Stark invented time travel, but Luthor created his own pocket universe. A crossover between the two would include Stark and Luthor trying to one-up the other, each making a play to be the smartest man in the room. Iron Man's snarky attitude would be fun in contrast with Lex's more calculating persona. Both of their egos would be on full display. This would be a fun rivalry to develop. Reynolds' Deadpool is a great character to bounce off many DCU players, but besides Vigilante, I feel like the other most entertaining option would be Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner. Just like in the comics, the Green Lantern was shown to be a showboating, loud-mouthed hero in the DCU. Deadpool would get on his nerves. I could see Deadpool instantly clocking Guy's personality, and making fun of him at every chance he gets to get on his nerves. Fillion and Reynolds are skilled comedic actors, so I think their chemistry would be magnetic. Guy's one-liners were already golden with the supporting role in Superman, so a crossover with Deadpool could see him flourish. Wolverine and Lobo have a lot in common in the comics. From their love of motorcycles to their lone wolf personas to their violent tendencies and more, the characters match. Given that Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is now in the MCU and Jason Momoa is returning to DC as Lobo, not Aquaman, that is a match made in heaven. Jackman's Wolverine is one of the most beloved live-action superheroes ever. Momoa showed his charisma as a gruffer version of Aquaman. However, as Lobo, he could really let loose, suiting the character's wilder side. Lobo could be similar enough to Wolverine so that they work together, but have the comedic feel that makes the Wolverine and Deadpool dynamic work. Iman Vellani's Ms. Marvel is the star of the MCU's multiverse saga in a way. Kamala Khan has had multiple appearances in live action and animation, with her energetic meetings with other heroes always becoming one of the best aspects of the projects she is in. Ms. Marvel is the ultimate superfan. As such, watching her in a DC crossover would be exciting. Having the energetic Kamala meet the party girl version of Supergirl played by Millie Alcock would be interesting. While Kara Danvers puts a certain image of herself on display, she is much more jaded than Supergirl has been portrayed in the past. Ms. Marvel's charismatic nature would help break down Supergirl's walls, creating a strong friendship in the process. This is one of the easiest ideas for an MCU and DCU crossover. Both Captain America and Superman reflect the very best in terms of what makes a superhero in their respective franchises. Even when a superhero civil war broke out in the MCU, all heroes showed respect for Chris Evans' Captain America. Likewise, Corenswet's Superman inspired the Justice Gang to be better. I would love to see this younger Superman find a veteran hero like Evans' Captain America that proves everything he is trying to be is right. Steve is proof that being kind is the real punk rock, as Clark Kent told Lois Lane in Superman. This crossover could be one of the most inspirational and heroic in live-action history. Mr. Terrific was one of the standouts of James Gunn's Superman movie. Eddie Kathaji's DC hero is extremely analytical, being a genius and skilled fighter. I feel like Letitia Wright's Shuri would be someone good to pair him up with for two reasons. First, there is the fact that she is extremely intelligent, so Terrific would find an equal. In addition to that, Shuri has a looser stance and likes to poke fun at things and enjoy life. I felt like Mr. Terrific was perhaps too rigid, and interacting with someone like Shuri would create a more gripping dynamic. Given all the cutting-edge technology in Wakanda, Mr. Terrific would be thrilled to get to explore the country. While we still don't know who will play the DCU's Batman, the character is confirmed to debut in The Brave and the Bold. As such, having Batman interact with Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man would be exciting. Both characters are billionaire geniuses that use their wealth to become superheroes. That said, their personalities differ greatly. Tony Stark is sarcastic and more impulsive, while Batman is colder, more calculating. Having two heroes that are so alike but also quite different would create a unique dynamic to be explored in a superhero crossover. With Iron Man being the MCU's first hero and Batman DC's most popular, their crossover would be iconic. Finally, Chris Evans' Captain America and the DCU Wonder Woman, who will not be played by Gal Gadot, could replicate what Marvel and DC just did with the characters in the comics. In Deadpool/Batman #1, one of the stories imagined a world where Marvel and DC heroes always existed, with Steve and Diana falling in love and fighting together. The story was incredibly poignant, showing how Captain America and Wonder Woman share the same values and warrior nature. Evans' Captain America is a figure of compassion and respect in the MCU, as is Wonder Woman in the comics. Based on that, this crossover could create a sizzling relationship that gives the possible MCU and DCU crossovers a unique angle. An MCU and DCU crossover might still be years away, but it's no longer impossible. James Gunn opened the door, the multiverse made it plausible, and fans are more ready than ever. Which crossover do you want to see the most? Deadpool and Vigilante? Iron Man and Batman? Or something even crazier? Drop your dream matchup in the comments. Like the video, subscribe for more superhero breakdowns, and I'll see you in the next one.